Hi there, welcome back to the channel. Alright, just had a card jump out. I wasn't planning on pulling any cards, but I'm sitting here shuffling them. Not for this reading anyway. It's not really a reading, it's more like giving you information. This is the card that came out. It actually came out in reverse, this Five of Coins, Five of Pentacles. And I haven't used this deck in a while either, so if there is a information, something that you haven't looked at in a while, which kind of goes along with what I was going to tell you about, it's time to look back at it again. It's almost like you had information that was introduced to you just as like a seed planted, and it's sprouting now. Like, it's time to go back to that information. I'm going to tell you what that is, but it's going to help you to get out of lack. That's what this card is telling me right now. That there is something here, there is some nugget of information that is meant to help you get out of lack. It's funny because I see these rings here in the window. I almost said mirror. I know it's a window, but I almost said mirror. Those rings, they remind me of like the Olympics. And then there's something about peacock too. So it could be peacock spirit. Look up what that means. Something about that light shining in. So what I was going to talk about was the North Node, and for divine feminines, how important it is to focus back in on the North Node again. Your mission, your purpose in this life, like what you're meant to be moving towards. I've felt a lot of shift in the last couple of days onto a new timeline. It's like the timeline I'm hearing. The North Node is your purpose in this life. The lessons that you're, and gifts and path that you're meant to master in this life. We, for most of our life, travel with the knowledge of the South Node from things that using skills that we've mastered in other lives. We brought those forward into this life, and it's where we're comfortable. It's our comfort zone. We're used to it. We've mastered those skills. But it's time to move into a place of being uncomfortable. It's not going to be easy, but it's like that shift is now. We have to focus back in on the knowledge that the North Node, it's like calling us right now. It's really calling us, and your resistance to stepping into it is causing a lot of strife and limbo, and I just heard resentment. It's causing resentment or something like that. So what you're resisting, though, is your intuition, is your higher self pulling you where it is that you need to go. But that higher self is pulling you into a place of fear because the zone that you're moving into is uncomfortable. Because it's things that you don't know. This place that with skills and gifts and understanding that you haven't mastered. But that's your purpose. You don't know all the things. You need to move forward so that you can know more things. Something about higher knowledge. So, one of the messages I got is that there are, like, your intuition is coming online in a way, God, divine feminine, the way that it never has before. And there are going to be situations that pop back up again. It's almost like a replay of that exact same thing. And you're going to look at it and be like, I knew it. I knew it. I had a feeling back then that this was going to happen, or that they were going to say that, or they were going to do that, or whatever. And I should have made a decision based off of my intuition, but I didn't. And it's almost like you have that opportunity to do that again, or to even just look at it. in order for you to see and trust your intuition. It's like one big lesson, one big classroom, this whole thing out here. For you to see where your intuition was on point. Because moving forward, you are going to be using your intuition so much more. There are aspects of you from past lives that hide who you are, hide the really, really, really intuitive, maybe psychic part of you, because of persecution and things like that. So the things that you mastered in your South Node were survival skills and hiding and doing things secretly and doing them on the side and things like that, and really working hard not to get caught. For some of you, this is like really very powerful energy coming from you. And pure, it's like healer, and it's coming from the depth of your heart. But the misunderstanding about what that gift is, what that power is in other people, scared them and they would attack you. So one of the skills that you mastered was being incognito and hiding and being in survival mode. Like you mastered survival mode. And at this point in your life, it's not necessary anymore. There are certain aspects of that you will carry forward. Like we merge so many of the understanding from the South Node, the things that we've mastered. We take some of that forward into the energy of the North Node purpose and area. We have to merge the two of them. So now we're like, okay, how can I use these skills and gifts in this new arena? You honed your instincts for sensing danger, but also sensing when you're needed. Like your senses are what you essentially mastered. Your intuition. It's time to not hide those anymore, though. So now the North Node is asking you to take those and use them, express them, be them openly. Be that openly. And that South Node side of you is like, no, that's not how we learned how to do this. No. There's danger in that. I'm not comfortable with that. North Node is going to take you out of your comfort zone, okay? So situations where you ignored your intuition are going to show back up again. And you are going to learn this belief in yourself, this knowing about how your intuition speaks to you, how your body speaks to you. You're going to see it and you're going to be like, okay, I got to trust myself now. I have to trust myself and I have to rely on that voice to guide me. It's almost like you won't even have a choice anymore. And then one last message too is that 10/16, October 16th. I don't know what it is, if there's something astrologically, if you know of something astrologically coming up on that day or around that day, but I'm really seeing 10/16 means something to someone, some of you. It's going to be an important day. I don't know why, doesn't matter. It only matters for you. However that resonates for you, that's a message for someone, some people. That was that. Okay, so North Node. Look into your North Node. Where does it fall in your chart? What house? What sign? Look it up. My North Node is in the 9th house in Libra. And so I'm doing some research on that and moving forward with it. Now is the time. This was introduced to me as a seed a while back. And whatever fears I have coming out of the comfort zone of the South Node, I had to face in the meantime. Now North Node is coming back around again. It's like, okay, ready now? This feeling of safety and stability and trust. that's what we've been anchoring as divine feminines in the last however long it's been. For me, I can see it's been 3 years. 3 years, but more specifically about a year and a half of where the North Node was introduced to me, and now it's coming back around again. So if that means anything to any of you. 10:16 on my recording. All right, that was the message. If you guys want to explore that for yourself, if you want to dig down deeper into what maybe the guidance is for you, or how to go about healing aspects of you that are afraid of moving forward out of your comfort zone, my information is down in the box below. I've had several people email me and just say, I want to do a reading with you. I'm getting ready to put my availability up online, but I don't have it there just yet for whatever reason. So just email me. If you want just a recorded reading, you can go to my website and book just a recorded reading, and I'll send that over to you. Okay? Love you guys.